If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place, and best of all, Anchor is totally free. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and get started today. Peace, everyone. It's your girl, Sequoia Blue, back in here for another episode. So basically, I do different type of episodes. So I don't just interview people. I also do movie reviews, show reviews, and book reviews. I only do reviews for stuff that inspire me though, or make me think twice. But so I'm back in here, for another episode about a movie that I just seen a few weeks ago. And I thought that it was so sadistic, so crazy, that I had to come up here and talk about it. And there's so many dang on movies and shows that I want to talk about. I still didn't give you guys my little, my little opinion on Squid Games. I didn't even give y'all my opinion on that, but that's coming soon because I'm about to start getting more verbal about my opinions on these shows and movies, because I'm a movie and show lover. I just think that you can learn stuff from movies too. Like, so many rich people be like, oh, don't watch TV because it's a waste of time. Well, maybe reality TV shows might be, but when it comes to certain movies and stuff, there's signs in it. There's you can just learn stuff. Sometimes there's lessons in movies that the people learn. I just don't think it's bad to watch movies and shows sometimes, if you're an entrepreneur, because I'm an entrepreneur. I'm always busy, but I always make time to watch movies and shows. So that's just my little opinion on that. So basically, I'm talking about the movie Honeydew. And Honeydew really stood out to me. It was so sadistic. It was so creepy that I had to talk about this. I was like, oh, you can't make this up. I mean, Honeydew came out in 2020. It's an American horror film written and directed by Deborah X. Milburn. It was later released in the U.S. on March 12, 2021. So the film stars Sawyer Spielberg, Malin Barr, and Barbara Kinsley, and it received pretty much mixed reviews from critics. Like, some people, I was reading the reviews, some people were like, this wasn't no good, whatever the case is. But I think it was just disturbing as shit. I mean, excuse my language, but it was disturbing. And it just made you think about what could be going on in somebody's life and you don't even know it. And basically, this is how it went. So, aspiring actor Sam and his botanist girlfriend Riley have traveled to rural New England to investigate an outbreak of an ergot-type fungus called Serdeco that has been devastating local farms. So they camp on a remote farm after their car breaks down, but elderly farmer Ulyss claimed to be the landowner, asked the couple to leave. So they're looking like, well dang, we don't really want to, what are we going to do now? Like, we came out here to camp and also just see what's going on with this whole outbreak. So Sam and Riley returned their car to discover his battery died. So the battery had died in the car, leaving them stranded. They look for help nearby in the farmhouse and meet Karen. She an eccentric old lady. I'm talking about real crazy. She had black fingertips, and I don't know why she had black fingertips. That was really never explained, or maybe I missed that part, so someone saw it and can tell me, and cool. But and her supposed son Guinea, he's mute. When the couple walked in the house, Guinea over there in the corner watching dang on Popeyes. His head is wrapped up. He don't talk. He's kind of confused looking and disoriented. He's wearing bandages around his head. And Karen explains some crazy situation, saying that he got kicked in the head by a bull. Now, that don't even sound right. Like, dude didn't get kicked in the head by no bull. There's really no bull out there. I mean, unless they captured a bull and put it there. I don't know. But I never saw a bull. And maybe there is a bull. I don't know. So, so they're with this lady. And basically the dude, Sam, like, he over there, he kept eating the food. Like, he's kept eating the food and stuff. And I think the food was doing something to them. Like, it caused some odd behavior, or I don't know what it is. So basically, the chick, Riley, she's like, yo, something's not right about this. I got to get out of here. But let's just say they just can't get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they try to do what they can, but this lady had on some vengeful stuff, and she's doing this stuff because she was driven mad from Sardaco. Like, I think that it has something to do with the food and stuff. and she think it's God's will. So, Karen explains she and Euless became cannibals to compensate for the crops turning bad. So they kind of, what I got, she started like, her daughter was trapped in some type of box. Now, I don't know why the daughter was really trapped in the box, but I think it's some religious stuff that she believed in. So the daughter was in the box, and she was feeding the daughter, people, basically people, and it's just like, what the heck? So I guess anybody that come to her area, she kind of gets them and captures them, because when Riley and Sam realized things was hitting the fan, I'm just summarizing this, y'all. So I'm going to miss some meat and potatoes. You got to check out the movie to see exactly what's going on and get into details of it all. But they get caught up and tied up and stuff. And the older lady, Karen, she's sitting there, got them tied up. The police try to come, but she found a way to like soften the police and stuff, and get the police to go. And then Guinea, he over here, do the bandages in the beginning, that's allegedly her son. He was trying to rescue Riley, the girl, but then he got caught in the bear trap when he tried to get away. So he ended up not being arrested to rescue the girl. And just the way the movie was done, like the beat, the music that went with every scene was amazing. Like tick, 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 tick. Like very sadistic, very like grimy. I mean, it was some just deep stuff. Whoever did the music behind this and production was on point. Like the scenes and stuff. And some people may give this movie not a high rating because it's so realistic. Like somebody could be doing this in the woods and saying it's God's will and all this stuff. And so that, and then also, certain diseases can cause people to go mad or certain things, but putting God in it's just crazy that she's doing that. But and basically Guinea explained later, he was revealed to be a random hunter who was lobotomized before Karen and Euless began cutting off body parts. So like, and then Karen and Euless opened a crate containing Dyla and lobotomized woman without limbs when who they call their daughter. So it's just a bunch of crazy stuff. And I think that in this world, you got to be careful where you're going and be cognizant of, your surroundings, because my thing is, yeah, they were trapped, but all they had to do, I wouldn't go to nobody's house personally. I'll just walk in the woods straight, like just figure it out. I'll just walk down the street because you don't know anybody. And that's the thing. And then like towards the end, they then gonna take a piece of Sam's cheek, and gave it to the daughter, his butt cheek, gave it to the daughter. And the daughter was like, didn't really want to eat it, but evidently she didn't have any choice. So let's just say this ending wasn't what you expected. I don't want to tell you the ending, but it's not what you expected. It's not a good ending. But this is the reality of things. Like sometimes things aren't a good ending. And if you don't be careful out here and you just do crazy things or you get caught up, this is what could happen. And some things you can't help, but this situation, Riley and Sam could have just not gone to anybody's house. And she was already creepy from the jump. When she opened the door, when they first got to Karen's house, she was looking crazy. She already looked kind of deranged. They should have just left right then and there. You know what I mean? But all I gotta say is that I think, to me, this is a solid 4. I think the movie is really good. I like the scenes and how the music went well with the creepiness of it all. I was like, man, he did a good job with this. I don't know exactly what else he's done, but this director, he really did a good job. And whoever did the music killed it, because I was creeped out during the whole movie. Now, if you guys are scary type, do not watch this movie by yourself, because this is creepy, but if you ain't scared, you just don't care and you can watch it by yourself, watch it by yourself. But I would say I had to watch it with someone in the house at least, or somebody around, because I was scared. I was like, whoa, this is some deep sadistic stuff. And it takes you back to the story of, I think there was I forgot the pastor name, but he gave his whole church poison and said it was God's will and killed everybody in the church. And sometimes we all gotta, not be followers, and we gotta think things through too, another subject. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be careful with the whole religious thing, because sometimes some things are not the will of God. Some things are the will of the person. So you gotta be careful with that too. But I think this movie deserves to be watched, Honeydew, because of just the way the flow of it is. And it might give another director or writer, because I'm a writer, an idea of how they want production to go when they make their own movie, and the sounds and stuff, and what part, when this part come up, what sound gonna be here, or how is that, because I mean, I've seen so many scary movies, but this one, the production, the sound was probably the best so far, as far as how the creepiness of the music was. It was amazing. So, but yeah, I would say I enjoyed the film, even though it was a bad, sad ending, because I didn't really go from scene to scene with y'all, because I want y'all to check it out yourself, and I'm just giving an overall quick little highlight of what I thought about the movie. So I would say check it out, and and just let me know what y'all think. Leave a comment or something like that on bluealchemistpodcast.com. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all like what I'm doing. Also, if anybody out there dated and needs some dating cards to get to know that person and make sure they're not make sure that you're compatible, or they're not a serial killer. I think it helps to ask certain questions to vet a person. So make sure you check out datingassassins.com. And even if you're in a relationship, I think it's important to ask certain questions too. So this is great for people that are not even married yet, but are just dating. And even if you are married, hey, you can get these cards to figure, you still got to learn more. Sometimes you can marry somebody and still not know much about the person. So I would say check the cards out as well if you're married. We are going to come up with some married cards too, but for now, y'all can check these cards out. So thanks everybody for listening. Go check out Honeydew. And it's on Amazon Prime. And I want to thank everybody for vibing with me and listening to what I'm doing. I'm just raw, straight, and honest, and I share my life and my thoughts on things. And I thank you guys for supporting me. Subscribe and share if you care, and be blessed and be safe.